Hello, hopefully you can hear me okay. Yes, I can hear the music coming through my phone now just to check the audio. Natasha Stanley is here. Wins first comment. Fantastic, Natasha. If you can hear me okay, do let me know. There we go. Coming from all angles here. If you can hear me okay, let me know that the sound is coming through. Each week we have some kind of weird technical issue. But we've managed to get everything reset and reformatted for this week, so hopefully that's all coming through fine. All good, thank you very much. So, what a week. Managed to get back just in time again today, so it's lovely. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to set up the studio as it normally is, so hopefully this will be okay for you guys. Let me know in the comment section if there's any resources that you think you need this week in order to achieve your goals this week, or otherwise we will just proceed to do a relaxation, a de-stress, a detox for your mind, whatever works for you. And then I will bring up the timer on the side of the screen as well for 30 minutes. Now, don't forget, as usual, please do not take part in this session if you're currently seeing a doctor for any serious medical or mental condition. And please do not listen to this when currently driving a vehicle or operating heavy machinery, or at any time when full consciousness should be needed. Use your common sense, basically. So make yourself comfortable, and I just want you to relax. Allow all the stress and tensions to drain away. Now, I say just allow them to drain away. That sounds so simple, but it's one of those things that all over the time we just add stuff to our minds, worries, stresses, tensions, things that cause us anxiety, things that cause us to be tense, people, situations, all sorts of things that we take on board. These sessions are about 30 minutes where you can just focus on you. You can use your mind, your imagination in order to help you take away that stress, to take away that anxiety, and enable you to start Monday morning fresh to start the week again. So make yourself as comfortable as you possibly can. And then we're just going to just get you to just give your hands a bit of a shake, rub them together, make them loose and limp and relaxed, and then just allow your shoulders to go round and allow your shoulders to relax. I want you to just let go of any tension that you're holding on to right now. So make sure your arms are uncrossed, make sure your legs are uncrossed, make sure you're as comfortable as you can possibly be in this moment in time. If you want to, now's the time to set an alarm on your phone for 40 minutes time, just in case you go into a deep state of trance, a deep state of hypnosis, and this will wake you up fine and refreshed in a few moments time. Now, what I want you to do is just allow yourself to just let go and relax. Just going to move that time into the bottom corner there. There we go. So, during this session, we're going to ask you to use your imagination, and the imagination is the vehicle we use in order to access your unconscious mind. Your imagination is such a powerful tool, and we should use this more to visualize our goals. Because when we have anxiety and fears, we're effectively using our imagination to visualize what we don't want. We're attracting to ourselves the stresses that we don't need. This is the moment where we flip that around, where we use your imagination now to focus on the things you do want, like feelings of calmness, like feelings of you being in control. So what I want you to do is just sat there, laid there, however you want to experience this now, that's completely okay for you. But I want you to just allow yourself to become completely relaxed. Allow all the tension from stress and days gone by to float and drift. All can be fine and focus on clarity and what our goals are. Perfect. That is what this one will be. So we will focus this on focus. And this is the weird thing. Sometimes when you are stressed and you have lots of things going on in your life, because there's so many things, your mind isn't focused on one. You end up with like a brain fog. This process will help alleviate that fog, release the pressure, enable you to focus. So take a big deep breath in And as you exhale, just close your eyes down now. Now, even if your eyes aren't closed and you're just listening to this in the background, that's completely okay. What I want you to do is allow yourself to open your mind. What does that mean? That means to allow other distractions to just fade into the distance and just focus on the sound of my voice. In this short 30 minutes, I want to give your unconscious the tools it needs in order for you to let go of the stress of this previous week, to wipe the slate clean so that you can start fresh tomorrow with a clean, clear, focused mind. Now, here's the thing. For your mind to be focused, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be focused on one single idea. You might be like me, one of those people that has lots of projects, lots of different things going on in your life. But by taking action now, by allowing your mind to be focused, what happens is you then begin to notice when the fog starts. You're more clear when you're unclear, so you can do something about it. So what I want you to do is we go through this process each and every week is as you exhale, I want you to just imagine all the stress is just leaving your body. Imagine like that pressure cooker. Every time you exhale, you're letting out another bit of stress. And there's no point in holding on to this. It does no good for you at all. There is no benefits to this. It's not going to enable you to achieve anything. It's just you're holding on to it. It's time to let it go now. So with each easy breath you exhale, I want you to just see in your mind's eye, with your eyes closed now, just see that fog just exiting your mouth. I want you to allow your shoulders to drop and become heavy. I want you to imagine in your mind now what your body would look like if you were completely relaxed. And I mean really relaxed. What would your arms be doing? Where would they be laid? How would they feel? How would you be breathing? Really bring that breathing down from your chest where it's tense and bring it down to your stomach. So as you breathe, you can see your stomach rise and fall. Imagine you can feel that relaxation in your hips, your thighs, your knees. Imagine you could feel it in the tips of your toes. And if you can't feel it, imagine what it would feel like. I want you to allow yourself to just take this moment. Take this few moments for yourself. These moments are for you. This is your time. This is your time to focus. You can go back to the humdrum, the business of everyday life. But for now, right now, I want you to relax. I want you to use your imagination to enable you to just let go of all the stress and tension. If you're just joining this session, and if you say hello, it will be noted, you will be seen. And it's always interesting to know where different people come to these sessions from. So as you relax even further, I want you in your mind to say, I am relaxed. With every breath you exhale. With every breath you inhale, you can say deeper and deeper. Because by repeating this with every breath in and out, you are programming your own mind for success. You are helping yourself to let go and go deeper. And how deep do you need to go to find that clarity? Do you need to go into a deep, profound state of hypnosis in order to clear away that fog? Or do you need to just enter that light, daydream-like stage? Because even in that light state now, you can just flick a switch. That light switches on and your mind becomes clear. And how would that feel? How would it feel to you if you could just flick a switch in your imagination and all the ramblings and procrastinations and all the distractions disappeared? What word pops in your head? What goals are important to you now? What business goals? What life goals? What health goals? Start with the big important things. What would you do if the money didn't matter? And work back. What would you do with your time if you didn't need the money? This was a question that was put to me a couple of months ago. And it lets you know that this life is your life. It is about enjoying the process, the journey. And although having goals is great, focusing on those goals and enjoying the process from where you are to where that goal is. But realizing that as you go along that journey, you have to enjoy and take stock of the moments. Don't just knuckle down and think, if I grind this out, when I get to my goal, then I'll be happy. That's not the purpose. That's not your purpose. Life is too short for that. There's so many people these days that spend their lives chasing a goal, a bigger dream, and realize that when they get there, that they have wasted so much of their life chasing that thing that didn't bring them the joy they hoped. So as you allow your mind to just drift, dream, and wander, know that it is important to have goals, to find purpose. And it's important to enable those goals to be organized. Because if you have multiple goals like me, when you change from one goal to another, it's like having a break. It's a great way that when your mind is focused on creative tasks, when your mind is in a creative state, but then when your mind changes to a more logical state, that's a great time to do more organizational skills, tasks, goals. And it's important to take notice of your mind, your thought process, and know when you're distracting yourself. Know when you are putting obstacles in front of yourself. And know whether it's time to be creative or whether it's time to be logical. And this is so important. It helps you to stay focused, because if you're in a logical frame of mind and you're doing creative tasks, it will feel like work. You will stare at the screen or the paper or the job at hand and feel like you just can't get started. When this happens, it's because you're in the wrong frame of mind. And that's the time to stop what you're doing and do something different. And this kind of kickstarts your brain. This enables you to become focused on that task. A friend of mine, Daryl, once told me about a tip, and it was an egg timer that lasts an hour. And literally all he does is he focuses 1 hour on that task. And then when the timer runs out, he flips it and then does a different task. And what this does is, as you see the sand drifting down, you are aware of the time that's ticking away. You're aware of how short that hour is. But by doing so, it stops you from wasting time. You're then working focused on that task. Now imagine during the day flipping that egg timer over a few times. You find that you can have a good few hours on each task focused. And this helps you become more productive. Now, as your unconscious mind allows you to drift and dream, I want you to imagine that the chair or the bed or the sofa that you're sat on now supports you completely. As if all the stress and tensions from this week drain down into that support now and just dissolves, melts away. And this allows your body to drift, to dream, to relax. And as you relax down further now, you find that the sound of my voice is talking directly to your unconscious mind. You'll find that some of these suggestions stick and are really relevant to something that's on your mind now. And other suggestions will just drift away, and their importance and relevance to you may become more aware at a future date. As you continue to relax, with every breath you exhale, every noise that you hear, imagine your whole body loose, limp, and relaxed. Imagine your mind is open to these suggestions. And by training your mind, you find that you can be more focused. By training your mind, you find that you can clear away the fog of uncertainty, of self-doubt. Because a lot of the times when we feel these things, when we have that fog that stops us from getting our work done, from working towards the things that bring us joy, the goals we want to achieve. That fog is that uncertainty, fear, doubt, procrastination. What if I'm not good enough? What if it doesn't work? This is just the old parts of you trying to hold on. You have to let go. You know you can achieve these things. Other people have achieved them. Other people will achieve them. You have a very powerful mind. You can allow your mind that any time you sense the start of that fog, you can find yourself and stop what you're doing. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. And then you're ready to work towards your goals. You find that when you sit down to do a task, you sit up straight with good posture. You take a big deep breath in and you're like, I am ready to work towards my goals. And even if it's 10 minutes of focused clarity on that mission, your quest, you will find that this generates momentum. And by the time that that hour finishes, you'll be keen to do more, but you must be disciplined with yourself because you don't want to fatigue and tire out. So once your hour is finished, stop and do something else. This, you'll find, helps you keep that momentum going forward and forward. But here's another important thing. Working tirelessly towards a goal like a martyr, like a trooper, keep drudging on no matter what, will only burn you out. So you must be disciplined to stop and change the task. But at the end of the day, at the end of your work time, you have to be disciplined to stop and take time for you. Because each day is separated into time spent in work and chores, time spent in refreshment, time spent in relaxation. You have to take time for you so that you put in the right fuels into your body so that you can work better. The better fuel you put into your body, clean, crisp vegetables, fruits, clean food, water. The better the fuel you put in, the better that output you're going to get. If you're consuming bad foods, crisps, chocolate, junk food, pop, alcohol, if you consume these in excess, then your brain is going to be fogged. Your body is going to be fatigued. It's just like putting diesel in a petrol car and then expecting it to run well. If you're wanting to achieve good goals, if you're wanting to focus on having a wonderful life, then in order to do that, you have to be a finely tuned machine. You can't put diesel in a petrol car and expect it to win a race, a rally, or an endurance. It's not going to happen. The odds are it would get to the local shop and then just stop working. Take the moment right now to realize that you are the most important thing. You are the most powerful tool you have to achieve those goals. More powerful than computers, more powerful than AI, possibly. More powerful than just putting in the hours. You are focused on using your mind and your body to be a finely tuned machine to achieve your goals easily. It doesn't have to be hard work. You start with those positive foods, thinking positive things, because consumption is not just the food, it's what we watch, what we read, what we think. Start making the effort on that, and those goals become easier. You find your clarity will happen all by itself. And when you do so, you will realize how motivated you are, because your body gives you the chemicals within your system once you have that clarity to work towards your goals. And as you focus on your breathing still, you can relax down even deeper. You can imagine a beautiful white light coming down from the sky through the top of your head and going right down through your body. And as it does, it re-energizes, revitalizes every nerve, every cell, every fiber of your being. I want you to imagine that now. Imagine that beautiful, bright light is cleansing all the old negative parts of you away. It's giving you a fresh start. It's like you're taking your soul to the dry cleaners. It is cleansing your soul. It's allowing any negativity that you have taken on board mentally, physically, emotionally over this last week, and you are just letting it go. That bright light is just cleansing every nerve, every fiber, every muscle of your body. And notice how this feels. Notice how good it feels. And I wonder if you're already aware how good you can be. As you continue to relax, you find that by taking this time right now to invest in yourself, to invest time in you, because you are the most important person in your world, followed by your family. But it has to start with you. You have to have yourself. You have to believe in you. You have to trust in your abilities. And when you do so, the energy and the universe around you will help you along your way. Take notice in how good this feels now. Taking this moment to listen to my ramblings and noticing that you really understand on such a deeper level, and you know what you need to do. You know how good you can be. Raise your energy. Raise it up. In a moment, I want you to just let go. Just let that tension disappear. Let it go. Take this moment to enjoy being you. Enjoy the feel of your own skin. And then in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 all the way up to 5. On the count of 5, you'll open your eyes feeling wonderful. With each number I count, you will lock in a deeper understanding on some level of everything we have said. Now, even though I will count slowly from 1 to 5, to you it may feel so quick, or you may feel that it takes eternity. And during that time that it takes me to count from 1 to 5, your unconscious mind can show you through your imagination the steps that you need to take to achieve your goals in a positive, happy way. 1, allowing your mind and body to be completely relaxed, enjoying this feeling, knowing that you can start the week fresh, ready to take on any challenges that the world has to throw your way. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, feeling good in every way, shape, and form. 2, noticing how good you feel. Notice how your mind feels clear and focused. And I want you to know that tonight when you go to bed, you'll have a wonderful night's sleep, knowing that whilst you sleep, your mind and body is repairing itself. New pathways are being formed within your brain. Your mind is getting you ready for what's to come. 3, locking in every positive suggestion. Finding yourself each day becoming a more positive and optimistic person. You find yourself becoming an inspiration to people around you. They look to you as you radiate positivity. You give out a radiation of great energy, positive energy. And this influences the world around you. Because people remember how they feel in your presence. By thinking good things, you give out good energy. 4, almost there. Dragging your heavy body from where it was completely relaxed back to this moment back here now. That's right. You can focus on each and every one of the suggestions, but it doesn't matter if you forget each one now. Just know that your unconscious won't forget, and you can remember to relax. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open. Have a bit of a shake. Let yourself know that it's okay to move your knees, give your feet a bit of a wiggle, scratch your nose, do whatever it is you need to do, but enjoy this feeling now. Well, I wonder if you're aware now of the changes and the differences you may feel, or whether it'll be a couple of moments before you have that realization. Again, each week on Sunday here at 7:30. Barring emergencies, we are always here. Please do, if you enjoy these sessions, do let me know in the comment section. If you're watching this on catch up, let me know where you're watching from, what country are you in, what part of the country are you in, and as usual, if you have any suggestions, as we did tonight, if you have a suggestion for an angle that you want the session to go in, then as this is live, we can always do that. So do thank you for joining me this week. We will be back on next Sunday at 7:30 right here on YouTube, on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, please do subscribe and hit that bell on this channel on YouTube. There's all sorts of hypnosis stuff, including interviews and sessions like this as well. My absolute pleasure. It was nice to see Jason here earlier as well. It's always nice to see that we all see that there's people watching that don't comment. That's okay. There is no pressure to get involved. As long as you're getting some benefit from this, then that's all that we need from you. So guys, please do have a great week. Have a wonderful night's sleep tonight. And do let me know in the comment section later on in this video how you're feeling, how you're doing. And do join our Facebook group as well. There's lots of requests of things to do. So for me, I'm going to get going. Thank you for joining us this week, and I shall see you next Sunday.